look the part for what you want. Per. Oh, hi guys, welcome back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, well, you know the gist. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon and I'm a university student at Newcastle, but for the past 3 months I've been working in an investment bank and I'm trying to share my experiences with you guys. I forgot to put lip gloss on if I came on camera. Applying the lip gloss real quick. Hey, so hi my lovelies. You know what, today I came back home ready to go to bed. I was like, I want to film a video. I'm in my corporate feel because I was like, if I'm gonna come here and talk about corporate life, corporate tips, let me look the part. Do you get what I mean? You get what I mean? Listen, there are 5 senses of the human body, right? There's the eyes. People look at you. They look at how you look. Look the part for what you want. Welcome to my channel. As the title says, I'm going to be talking about, well, giving 5 tips for application season. Guys, September is knocking. Application season. You need to get ready. Anyways, I'm going to be giving from my experience what I'd say, what are the tips I'll say preparing for application season and what you should do during this time period. Let's get into it. Got my notebook. I feel like such a prepared YouTuber for having my notes down. So tip number 1, research. Guys, you need to do your research. Do your research, but don't get bogged down in your research because the work is gonna come. But know what you're about to get yourself into. Watch TikTok videos if that's for you. Watch YouTube videos if that's for you, which might be because you're watching my videos, so yeah, keep watching. Just read. Like, one big lesson I learned from going through application season last year is that there are so many opportunities out there, but when they're not blasted in your face, you don't know about them. So that's why sometimes you need to go and find them. You need to go and actually like do your research. Say, oh my gosh, this company does this. They hire people through the scheme. Wow, I didn't know that. You wouldn't know that unless you do the research. So guys, girlies, do your research. I think another thing with doing your research is sort of similar to the advice they give you before you go to uni, is that there's so many courses in uni. Do your research. Just like there's so many job positions in the world, there's so many internships in the world. Do your research. You might even find out something that you weren't remotely interested in before, but by doing your research you find out and it's like, oh my gosh, that actually piques my interest. So I'd really recommend, obviously, do your research. I feel like it's a basic tip, but like you actually forget. Do you know what I mean? And that brings me to tip number 2. Cast your seeds. Listen, guys, from your research, take note, whatever industry you want to go into, whatever companies are offering internships, do your research. Once you find those places, apply. Just apply. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Apply. If you find 10,000 different companies asking for applications, apply to all 10,000 of them. Apply. Keep applying, because I'll tell you something about statistics is that the more you apply, the more it increases your chances of getting in. Like, just keep applying. If you have to write 20 cover letters, put your head down and write the 20 cover letters. And I'll tell you something, it gets easier as you keep going from 1 to 20. Anyways, tip number 3, you need to enrich yourself. That's my 3rd tip, is guys, we need to work on ourselves. Whilst it's good to do your research, to find the companies you want to apply to, find the positions that you might want to go after, find people to ask for tips and network with, you need to work on yourself. Because you know what? If you're successful into getting an interview stage, those interviewers will be asking you about yourself. You need to have your back. So whilst you're finding out companies you want to work on yourself, do courses, do certificates, whatever's going to enrich yourself, do it, because the biggest investment you can make is on yourself. Because when it comes to that time, you're gonna have so much to say about yourself. They ask you, have you been like, oh, have you been innovative, have you been creative? You will talk for days because you spend time working on yourself. Like, I would say that's my most important tip, but obviously I'm a bit biased, but that's honestly, work on yourself, do whatever you can. If you're at uni, work on those grades, do your projects, because you're gonna be talking about those your modules when it comes to interviews. You're going to be talking about how you've, led a group, done this, done that. Don't get bogged. Yes, it's good to do all the other tips, but honestly, working on yourself is the best tip, I would say. Now we're on to tip number 4, I believe. So number 1 was do your research. Number 2 was cast your seeds, apply everywhere. Number 3 was enrich yourself, work on yourself. Honestly, yes. Number 4 kind of ties into number 1. But my number 4 tip is to broaden your network. Now, I think this will come by the time you get your internship, but even before doing your internship, there are still ways to widen your network, guys. Attend events, but you only find out these events if you do your research. You need to do your research. Honestly, widening your network is it's amazing, because not that life becomes easier, but it actually does. So honestly guys, if you can, do your research, find out events, attend seminars, attend open days. Whenever like an organization is having a recruiting fair, they might just be having a stand to talk about their company, go to them, talk, like literally get your name out there, because by getting your name out there, you're advertising yourself. Put your face out there, because your face is what someone's going to remember. It's going to be daunting at first, I promise you, you're going to want to pee your pants, but you get your name out there. My fifth and final tip is to keep track and ask for feedback. Guys, feedback is like soul food for a growth mind. I promise you, feedback is your best friend. Do not let an interview go without asking for feedback. Always ask for feedback, because the best way to identify your weak points are to ask from someone else's perspective. So if you've done an interview and you think, oh, it's gone well, or oh, it didn't go well, ask for feedback. Ask them, what did I do well? What did I not do well? Even a lot of internship or application processes will give you feedback on things like certain strengths you have. Take that and go enrich yourself on the things you weren't working well on. The things you worked well on, go on and enrich yourself even further. Feedback is your best friend. And also keep track of what you're applying for, keep track of where you got the feedback from, so you can track your progress. Keep track of all these things, and good luck. So that brings this video to an end. Good luck to everyone going to application season. I wish you guys the best of luck, and always remember, you've actually got this. You're your biggest wingman. You've got this. Have fun and don't get too stressed. See you. Oh, I forgot to even say, if I've given you all these tips and you haven't liked and subscribed to my video, I will come and find you. I promise you. Like and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, see you guys later. I will be recording the second video after this one, but I won't upload it till 2 weeks. So see you guys later, and like and subscribe because you want to see more of this. Bye. Like and subscribe.